In the beginning, the search for Zachary was intense. A year later, it remains a high priority for police, and detectives are still following up on leads.
I think Detective Beluski was out once again today working on the Zach Ramsay case, and checking over some areas in close proximity to City Great Falls. But as far as verbal information as to the whereabouts, we have had nothing.
And time is of the essence in an investigation. As time goes on, it becomes more difficult to recreate an incident. But Chief Jones says not impossible.
Sometimes it takes a great deal of time before any information is shared and brought back and given to us so that we can work on it.
But the search for young Zachary Ramsay doesn't just stop here at the Great Falls Police Department. People in the community refuse to give up their search.
Denny Adams and his hounds helped in the initial search for Zachary, and he's covered his vehicles with posters of the missing boy.
After about the first 90 days, there were posters, everybody was discussing them. We're going to keep it up. We put the posters on the Suburban here. We can't give up on this. This young man has got to be somewhere.
And a year later, he hasn't given up. Adam still drives around with posters of Zachary on his vehicle, and this type of dedication is what Zachary's mother, Rachel Howard, says she needs to help find her son. In Great Falls, Grace Key reporting for Montana's news station.
It's a parent's nightmare to one day have your child come up missing. But that's exactly what happened to the mother of 10-year-old Zachary Ramsay.
I'm being positive. That's the only way I can be. So I just hope that he's safe. I want him to be safe.
The last to see Zachary, she says he was heading out of their house and down this alley near 4th Street North and 4th Avenue. Zach's mom says her son left home shortly after 7 o'clock on his way here to Whittier School. By 10 o'clock, she received a phone call saying he never made it. Great Falls firefighters have joined in the search with police, going door to door in the neighborhood looking for leads.
We've gone through several of the blocks here and talked to the residents, and they're real helpful and concerned about Zach and are willing to help.
I've got friends that are passing flyers around and calling, trying to find out any leads if they can find anything out.
But there are no solid leads, not yet. Meantime, Howard tries to keep it together for her other two children, Isaac and Simone.
He understands that something wrong, but not what exactly. She knows that her brother's missing, and she's sad about it.
Howard has a message for Zach if he's listening.
I want him to know that he's loved, and I want him home. I want my baby home.
At Whittier School, Principal Diane Long says teachers are reviewing security procedures with students. Extra adults have also been placed on the playground to help alleviate any fears. Long says Zachary is a really neat kid who didn't miss class. In Great Falls, Kathleen Ahern reporting for Montana's news station.
Searching the area, scouring the terrain, looking for any sign of 10-year-old Zachary.
Going over anything and everything we can to try to find out where he might have gone or what might have happened to him.
A group of bloodhounds led police detectives through the north side of town, just blocks away from the alley where Zachary was last seen.
Started this morning over at the child's residence, and we tracked to the school. As we did last night with the dog, we completely covered the school, and now we're going to cover all these areas here, all the way to the river.
The dog's strong sense of smell led police to this area, where they shoveled through the hill.
This was a snow cave that the kids had played in over the weekend, and we just wanted to be positive that we didn't have a cave in, and we didn't want to be able to, overlook anything.
As rescue teams continue to search through the city, Zachary's family here continues to wait, hoping and praying for some type of information.
Today's tougher, a little bit tougher, but I'm still extremely very hopeful. My faith is still very strong, and it will remain strong no matter what.
Color posters like this one are being distributed throughout the area in the hopes that one person will have the information that can lead police to Zachary's safe return home. In Great Falls, Amy Lynn reporting for Montana's news station.
A young boy's disappearance a year later still leaves a bitter, cruel reminder of what the world can offer. And as the one-year anniversary of his disappearance approaches, a community takes time to remember that tragic day.
I think it was just unbelievable, like, well, surely he'll show up at the end of the day. Well, he'll show up tomorrow. He'll show up. He'll show up. Until, my goodness, where has this child gone? What has happened?
No one knows for sure what happened to Zachary, but some friends simply refuse to believe the worst and instead choose to remember a friend.
I have no idea where he would be, but somewhere deep down, I know he's okay. Don't hurt Zach, he's a nice person. He didn't deserve to get kidnapped. He was a good drawer, one of the best drawers in our class, and he was fast, and he's a good runner.
Zachary Ramsay was last seen walking through this alleyway almost a year ago, and it's a piece of information that has left a huge scar on some of his classmates.
Every time I walked down the alley, I would to walk down to Matt's house sometimes. We'd play in the alley at night. I'd be like, oh gosh, this could happen to me. I don't walk through the alleys anymore. And I walk with someone else rather than by myself to school.
Soon after Zachary's disappearance, fear took its toll on parents and students. But since then, things have gotten back to normal.
We need to be cautious, we need to be smart, but we don't need to have a lot of fear because we still need to go about our daily lives in the same way we've done before.
And as students at Whittier Elementary continue to live out their day-to-day lives, they remember a friend and wish for the best.
If I had a wish that he would come back to school safely.
In Great Falls, Grace Key reporting for Montana's news station.